Div-div kenamaan serta para hadirin dipersilakan duduk dan majlis mengucapkan terima kasih. Yang amat berhormat Datuk Petinggi Tan Sri Dr. Abang Haji Abdul Rahman Zohari bin Tun Dato' Abang Haji Openg, Premier Sarawak. Yang berhormat Dato' Ahmad Douglas Ugambas, Timbalan Premier Sarawak, Menteri Kewangan dan Ekonomi Baharu kedua, Menteri Infrastruktur dan Pembangunan Pelabuhan, merangkap pengerusi Jawatan Kuasa Pengurusan Bencana Sarawak, serta yang berbahagia Datuk Dorin Mayang. Yang berhormat Datuk Seri Profesor Dr. Sim Koh Hian, Timbalan Premier Sarawak, Menteri Kesihatan Awam, Perumahan dan Kerajaan Tempatan Sarawak, serta yang berbahagia Datin Sri N. Ong Sio Ien. Yang berhormat Menteri-Menteri Sarawak serta isteri. Yang berhormat Datuk Sri Haji Muhammad Abu Bakar bin Marzuki, Setiausaha Kerajaan Sarawak, serta yang berbahagia Datin Sri Hajah Baduyah binti Haji Bujang. Yang berhormat Timbalan-Timbalan Menteri Persekutuan dan Sarawak serta isteri. Yang berbahagia Tan Sri Datuk Sri Dr. Haji Nur Hisham Abdullah, Ketua Pengarah Kesihatan Malaysia, Div-Div Kenamaan, Ketua-Ketua Jabatan, Rakan-Rakan Media, Tuan-Tuan dan Puan-Puan. Selamat datang.
Selamat mandek.
Selamat datang.
And a warm welcome to our Appreciation Night for COVID-19 Frontliners 2022. My name is Alvin Chen, and with me is my co-MC, the lovely and elegant Miss Priscilla John. How are you this evening, Priscilla?
I'm doing fine, thank you, Alvin.
It is indeed a pleasure, and I'm given this honor to be emceeing with you, especially for this auspicious occasion, whereby this evening we are honoring and thanking the sacrifices and hard work of our frontliners. This evening, in remembrance of our fallen heroes, our dearly departed brothers and sisters who have passed on during active duty, shall we invite all of us to have a minute of silence to honor them.
Pada petang ini, bagi memperingati jasa dan pengorbanan petugas Barisan Hadapan yang telah bertarung nyawa dan yang telah meninggalkan kita, marilah kita sama-sama bertafakur seketika. Aram kita dia jenuh hendak lama dikenang ingat keraban terabai menua, keudah lesi bebadi, lelang midang, berambun ke nyawa, ngetan ke menua.
Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, let us begin this evening by imploring the blessings from God Almighty With that, please join me in inviting Syahibul Fadilah yang berbahagia, Datuk Haji Mustafa Kamal bin Ahmad Fauzi, the Imam Besar Sarawak, to lead the doa recital. Yang berbahagia Datuk Haji, please.
آمين آمين يا رب العالمين. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على أشرف الأنبياء والمرسلين وعلى آله وأصحابه أجمعين. Allahumma ya Allah ya Tuhan kami, Tuhan yang memiliki segala kekuasaan dan kemuliaan. Hanya Engkau yang kami sembah dan memohon pertolongan. Dengan penuh rasa kesyukuran kami berhimpun menadah tangan, memohon padamu ya Allah, pada malam yang mulia ini di Majlis Malam Apresiasi meraihkan Barisan Hadapan COVID-19 bersama yang amat berhormat Premier Sarawak. Allahumma ya Allah ya Rahman wa Rahim. Ya Allah, jadikanlah majlis kami berlangsung dengan selamat dan sempurna. Mudah-mudahan segala kerja kebaikan dan kebajikan yang kami usahakan mendapat restu keredaan-Mu. Ya Allah, Engkau ujikan kami dengan berbagai-bagai ujian, khususnya dengan wabak COVID-19. Namun kami tetap menerima segala takdir-Mu, ya Allah, dan terus berusaha dan bersedia dengan jawatan kuasa pengurusan bencana negeri Sarawak bersama anggota-anggota Barisan Hadapan COVID-19. Maka Engkau catatkanlah ya Allah segala perkhidmatan dan segala pengorbanan mereka sebagai amal kebaikan dan amal jariah dengan ganjaran pahala-Mu yang berkekalan. Begitu juga ya Allah kepada mereka yang telah gugur meninggal dunia semasa bertugas, Engkau rahmatilah mereka dan masukkanlah mereka ke dalam di kalangan hamba-hamba-Mu yang saleh. Ya Allah, pandulah dan bimbinglah kami dalam menjalankan segala tugas dan tanggungjawab kami. Lebih-lebih lagi untuk menghadapi segala macam ujian, halangan dan rintangan. Kurniakanlah kepada kami kekuatan semangat, ketabahan hati serta jiwa yang sabar demi untuk memberi khidmat bakti kami kepada kemakmuran negeri dan kesejahteraan rakyat sekalian. Allahumma ya badi'as samawati wal ard, kekalkanlah ya Allah semangat kerja berpasokan kami, bekerja sama, bantu-membantu dan hormat-menghormati di kalangan kami yang tidak memilih bangsa, warna kulit dan kepercayaan. Kurniakanlah kami ya Allah dengan nikmat kesehatan dan keafiatan yang berpanjangan. Hindarkanlah kami daripada segala musibah, bencana alam dan segala wabak penyakit. Ya Allah, akhirnya kami memohon limpah rahmat serta taufik dan hidayah-Mu ke atas yang amat berhormat Premier kami dan isteri, serta pemimpin-pemimpin kami dan seluruh anggota Barisan Hadapan COVID-19 dan rakyat jelata sekalian. Selamatkanlah kami, negeri dan negara kami. Allahumma ja'al jam'ana hadha jam'an marhuma wa tafaruqana min ba'dihi tafaruqan ma'suma. Rabbana atina fid dunya hasanah wa fil akhirati hasanatan wa qina adzaban nar. Wa sallallahu ala sayyidina Muhammadin wa ala alihi wa ashabihi ajma'in. Walhamdulillahi Rabbil Alamin.
Thank you very much, Imam.
Div-div kenamaan serta hadirin yang dihormati sekalian, pada petang yang mulia ini majlis kita akan diserikan lagi dengan pelbagai persembahan. Persembahan pembukaan We Are Warriors oleh kumpulan Russell and Randall Dance Company merupakan persembahan khas untuk petugas Barisan Hadapan yang telah bertarung nyawa dalam menentang COVID-19. Oleh itu, majlis mempersilakan kumpulan Russell and Randall Dance Company.
Pick our battles cause we know we're gonna win the war. We're not rattled cause we shouted all of this before. Steadier than steel cause we're ready with a shield and sword. Back on the saddle cause we've gathered all our strength for more. And we won't bow, we won't break. No, we're not afraid to do whatever it takes. We'll never bow, we'll never break. Cause we are warriors, we'll fight for our lives like soldiers all through the night, and we won't give up. We will survive, we are warriors, and we're stronger, that's why we're alive. We will conquer time after time, we'll never falter. We will survive, we are warriors. We are warriors. Like Vikings, we'll be fighting through the day and night. We'll be marching through the darkness till the morning light. Even when it's hard and like the army, you will see us shine. No, we won't stop and we won't drop until the victory's ours. No, we won't bow, we won't break. No, we're not afraid to do whatever it takes. We'll never bow, we'll never break. Cause we are warriors, we'll fight for our lives like soldiers all through the night, and we won't give up. We will survive, we are warriors, and we're stronger, that's why we're alive. We will conquer time after time, we'll never falter. We will survive, we are warriors. You can't shoot us down, you can't stop us now. We've got a whole damn army. You can't break us down, you can't take us out. This'll be behind. We're warriors, we'll fight for our lives like soldiers all through the night, and we won't give up. We will survive, we are warriors, and we're stronger, that's why we're alive. We will conquer time after time, we'll never falter. We will survive, we are warriors. We are warriors. We are warriors.
Terima kasih kepada semua frontliner. You have done a very good job. You are our heroes and you are our warrior. Terima kasih.
There we have it, ladies and gentlemen. Please give a warm round of applause to our dancers from Russell and Randall Dance Company. I think they deserve another one more round of applause, right, ladies and gentlemen? Now, Priscilla, have you heard about the phrase, a hungry man is an angry man? And I really do not want to get on the bad side of our heroic frontliners. So, ladies and gentlemen, please join me now in inviting Borneo Convention Centre Kuching to serve us our first course of tonight's dinner.
All the life she has seen, oh, the meaner side of me. They took away the prophet's dream for a prophet on the street. Now she's stronger than you know. A heart of steel starts to grow. All his life he's been told he'll be nothing when he's old. All the kicks and all the blows
While we are enjoying our dinner, ladies and gentlemen, we will be entertained by a very talented, beautiful and seasoned vocalist that I've actually had the pleasure to know for quite a while now. She's won numerous competitions throughout her singing career and was recently shortlisted representing Sarawak to be featured in the LG Life's Good music video alongside other winners throughout Malaysia. Honestly, once she sings, I tend to be transported into another dimension where you feel as if she's singing only to you. So ladies and gentlemen, I hope you will feel the same. Please give a warm round of applause as I present to you the diva herself, Chien.
Pernah takut ku tinggalkan saat bintang tak mampu lagi berdendam, saat malam menjadi terlalu dingin, hingga pagi tak seindah biasanya. kasih. Thank you.今天我寒夜裏看雪飄過，為着冷卻了的心窩飄遠方。風雨裏擠趕，霧裏分不清影蹤，天空海闊，你與我可會變多少次？迎着冷眼與嘲笑，從沒有放棄過心中的理想。一剎那，彷彿欲有所失的感覺，不知不覺已變淡身內外。原諒我這一生不羈放縱愛自由。也會怕有一天會跌倒，Oh no，背棄了理想，誰人都可以。哪會怕有一天只你共我？
this is your night. I hope every one of you enjoy yourselves. Once again, thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Let's give another big round of applause to Chian.
Div-div kenamaan serta hadirin yang dihormati sekalian, pada petang ini kita sangat bertuah kerana banyak hadiah menarik akan menjadi milik anda.
No. Priscilla, if I'm not mistaken, cara kedak macam si ada orang cukup dalam hall tu. Oh.
Si excited sidaknya.
Si excited langsung. We have a lucky draw next, ladies and gentlemen. Okay.
Ya, baru ada semangat.
That's it. Now, ladies and gentlemen, do you know how many lucky draw prizes do we have this evening? Baru 3 IG je. Aduh, sedih.
Nya sikit je sebab motosikal sikit je di luar.
Oh, tapi motosikal depannya aku nangga macam dah chop nama kami deh. Because lepas this event, dapatlah aku nunggang balik rumah.
Mau ngan balik?
Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, this evening, listen well, listen clear. You have over 100 prizes to be won. Now this evening, we will start firstly with the first round of 50 Lucky Draw prizes first. Now what makes it unique this evening is that your numbers will not be drawn by me or anybody, but it will be randomly selected by an app. Now, Priscilla, we know that we are moving towards a digitalized society now, as envisioned by the Right Honourable Premier of Sarawak, who is with us this evening.
Yes, betul Elvin. Sesuai dengan aspirasi untuk mencapai status negeri maju dan juga menuju ke arah ekonomi digital.
So what will happen, ladies and gentlemen, is that your lucky numbers which have been selected will be displayed on the screen in front of you. Now, where can you find your lucky number? If you have your goodie bag, please look into your goodie bag that you were presented with when you entered the hall earlier. Ada si? Dapat nangga si nombor ya? Ada? Si hal pun si ada nombor ya. Kalau semua prizes ada, kami dah bincang dengan Priscilla. Kalau kami share ya, between MC. Boleh si? So please make sure that you have check on your numbers inside the goodie bag that you were presented earlier on when you entered the hall. Now, once you notice your lucky number displayed on the screen in front of you, this is what you do, ladies and gentlemen. Madah aja, syukur kami udah menang.
Tapi si boleh balik dulu lah.
Si boleh balik, because after that, what you can do is you actually collect your prizes just outside the hall. Is that clear? Clear sih? Udah tunggu masa tu nak menang prizes sih? Udah ready?
Macam si ready je.
Oh, are you all ready? Anybody who has no goodie bags at the moment? Anybody? If you have no goodie bags, maybe you can check outside the hall and see whether anybody can give you a goodie bag. If you have your goodie bag, check inside the goodie bag once again and see whether you have the number. Any number? Have you found your number already? I know you're enjoying your dinner, but please make sure you have your number right in your hands. And then, let's just have a try first, okay? Can we have the app right in front? Let's have a try run so that people will know. Atau bukan nombor betul lah. Just try run aja, okay? You can see that the number will be pressed. The app will run.
Siapakah akan bertuah?
And you have the number. Apa nombornya, Pris?
0586.
Okey. Ya, jangan teralan aja,
Cubaan
aja.
aja.
Cubaan. Ya, kita cerita Piramli cobaan. Okay, so the number you see 0586, that is your number. If you have it, then you go outside the hall and you collect your prize. Is it okay? Is it clear? Ready? Udah ready ya? Okay. What we'll do is we'll let the app run behind the scene. You can see the thing being run. The number will be displayed on the screen. Okay? So, good luck to every one of you. All right? Okay. Now, as we continue on with our dinner, ladies and gentlemen, next, we will be entertained by an award-winning band performance. Since its creation in 2014, this experimental world music group has gained acclaim on a global scale for its fusion of modern and traditional music, employing instruments from around the world. I know you know this band. They do not need much recognition. But ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together, clap out loud and clear for the one and only Ed Adao.
Hãy subscribe cho kênh Ghiền Mì Gõ để không bỏ lỡ
Apa kabar semua? Kami dari Art Adau ingin menghiburkan Anda dan harap Anda terus hibur sementara kita menghargai jasa-jasa frontliner kita. And from love, Art Adau. Thank you.
Terima kasih. Oke, dan lagu seterusnya yang diberi judul Happy Feet and Six Head. thank you very much. Anda bergembira malam ini? Kalau begitu, lagu seterusnya diberi judul Saik yang bermaksud bergembiralah. Terima kasih. Okey. Lagu seterusnya. Laungkan Oha. Boleh kita bersama-sama laungkan Oha. Oha! Tak cukup kuat lah. Kita perlu ada semangat malam ni. Oha! Okey, kita cuba ya. Yang sebelah sini dengan yang sebelah kiri sana. Kita cuba yang sebelah kanan ini dulu. Woha! Kita coba dari yang sebelah sana pula. Woha! Boleh tahan? Apa kata semua? Semua di dalam dewan ini. Woha! Karena lagu ini berjudul Laungkan Oha! Jauh sang bintang di sana, melihat kembali kenangan kita bersama. Ada kala bersedih, tapi lebihnya riang. Dari pagi mentari hingga tiada esoknya. Akan terpisah, itu hanya sementara. Bila kita bertemu, dunia kita yang punya. Gelas-gelas di tangan diangkat menyebut loha. Ketawa dan tangis diharungi bersama. Di saat pegang era di atas bahuku, dan bila esok ini semua tanam di hati. Laungkan oha, akan doi oboha. Laungkan oha, maya kita tahu. Laungkan oha, entah pembaik bareng. Laungkan oha, hari ini dan untuk selamanya. Oh, oh, di saat ini pegang era di atas bahuku, dan bila esok ini semua tertanam di hati. Laungkan oha, akan doi oboa. Laungkan oha, maya terkidai empuk. Laungkan oha, tak berbaik baik. Laungkan oha, hari ini dan untuk selamanya. Oh, 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 oh. Terima kasih dari kami Adau.
Ladies and gentlemen, once again, a warm round of applause for Adau.
Div-div kenamaan serta hadirin yang dihormati sekalian, majlis diteruskan lagi dengan ucapan alu-aluan oleh Yang Berhormat Dato' Ahmad Douglas Sugambas, Timbalan Premier Sarawak, merangkap pengerusi Jawatan Kuasa Pengurusan Bencana Negeri JPBN Sarawak. Sukacita dan hormatnya majlis mempersilakan.
Selamat petang, salam sejahtera, salam Sarawakku sayang pada saudara dan saudari pengacara majlis. Yang berhormat Datuk Petinggi Tan Sri Dr. Abang Haji Abdul Rahman Zohari bin Tun Datuk Abang Haji Openg, Premier Sarawak. Yang berhormat Datuk Seri Profesor Dr. Sim Kuihian, Timbalan Premier Sarawak, serta Yang Berbahagia Datin Seri N. Ong Sio N. Yang berhormat Menteri-Menteri serta isteri-isteri. Yang berhormat Datuk Seri Haji Muhammad Abu Bakar bin Mazuki, Setiausaha Kerajaan Sarawak, serta Yang Berbahagia Datin Seri Hajah Budaya binti Haji Bujang. Yang berhormat Timbalan-Timbalan Menteri Persekutuan dan Sarawak serta isteri. Yang berbahagia Tan Sri Datuk Seri Dr. Haji Nur Hisham Abdullah, Ketua Pengarah Kesihatan Malaysia, Dev-Dev kenamaan, Ketua-Ketua Jabatan, tuan-tuan dan puan-puan saya hormati sekalian. First of all, let us thank God for with His blessing we are able to gather here tonight. Allow me first also to welcome Yang Amat Berhormat Datuk Petinggi Tan Sri Dr. Abdul Rahman Zohari bin Tun Datuk Abang Haji Openg, the Premier of Sarawak, to this appreciation night for our frontliners. Welcome, sir. I know Yang Amat Berhormat is very busy, tapi tonight he make a point that will be with us later on, appreciating Majlis Malam Apresiasi kepada frontliner. Your presence, sir, is indeed very, very much appreciated. In fact, it shows, especially khusus kepada frontliner, it also display your caring leadership. Thank you, sir, for your presence. Saya juga ingin mengucapkan selamat datang kepada semua yang hadir, khasnya kepada para frontliner. Your presence here tonight is greatly value. Thank you. I understand some of you datang sini seawal-awal pukul 6.30 petang ini. I hope you can get one of the hadiah. Tonight is the appreciation night for our frontliners. This is at the state level. We have organized two similar appreciation night. One for the northern zone, one is for the middle zone. In Cebu, it was held on the 27th of August. Miri, it was held on the 3rd of September. We did that because we cannot bring everybody to Kuching. It has been a very good function, and tonight this is for the state level, Malam Apresiasi for our frontliner. Yang berhormat tuan-tuan dan puan-puan, to all of us, 2020-2021 will always be remembered in history as the year a devastating pandemic brought the world to its knees. It disrupted the life of all people, irrespective of background. Sarawak was no different from the rest of Malaysia and the rest of the world. It was not spared of this calamity. During this trying time, Sarawak was forced to navigate through unprecedented waters while witnessing massive disruption. Undeterred by the cloud of uncertainty, Sarawakian from all walks of life step up to serve Sarawak in their own respective way. Despite facing perilous circumstances, we witness many outcomes that reaffirm the strength and grit of our people. Having mounted a vigilant response to keep the virus at bay, Sarawak has emerged from the pandemic undefeated, unbowed, with our head held high. But sometimes we still have to wear masks. Ladies and gentlemen, yang berhormat, on our vaccination, Sarawak is one of the top performing states in Malaysia. We also have a very high acceptance rate with regard to COVID-19 vaccination for children aged 5 to 11, which is a good development. Tahniah orang Sarawak. As at 20th September 2022, 86% or 2.4 million Sarawakian have been fully vaccinated with 2 doses. Sarawak has administered the first booster dose to 90% of the eligible population, or 1.7 million people. Total 41,551 persons, or only 8.3% out of the eligible population have received the second booster. So kalau tuan-tuan dan puan-puan belum dapat second booster, maybe you can consult Tan Sri Hisham tonight whether you should take it. My advice is you take it to protect yourself. Yang berhormat, ladies and gentlemen, we in Sarawak are wondering how do we manage to navigate the most trying time the last 2 years. How Sarawak has successfully managing pandemic, and now we are transitioned to endemicity. And now we can have a dinner here together and enjoy ourselves. To me, one of the most important factors that allow or help us to succeed is that we have a strong and caring leader. Sarawak has a very compassionate, very cool, wise, brave, dedicated, and firm leader. He is none other than Yang Berhormat Tan Sri Datuk Petinggi Abang Johari bin Tun Abang Haji Openg, our Premier. He is always a fatherly figure to us, especially as our number keep coming up. I remember I have to report to him in September 2021, I think, that Sarawak hit a record number of 5,000 cases. I was watching his face. He was very, very cool and asked us to continue to work and pray. And his prayer was answered. This is why we can have election at the end of the year. Thank you, sir. Even though somebody in Kuala Lumpur are not very happy for us to have the election, but we have the election and we won it handsomely. Our Yang Amat Berhormat Premier is the chairman of the State Security Committee. This committee is entrusted to formulate policies on security and managing pandemic in Sarawak. We can see his wisdom when he's formed 3 committees. Of course, we already have Sarawak Disaster Management Committee, but he added another 2 committees One is a food distribution committee led by Yang Berhormat Datuk Amar Awang Tengah Ali Hassan, because he foresee that food will be an issue, and it was an issue during the MCO. We are very fortunate that we have the committee and we managed to reach all Sarawakian, even to the farthest coastal area as well as the interior area. That is a wisdom, sir. Next, he set up a border security committee. Why? Because those are the carrier of, I'm not accusing anyone here, but we found out that we tried to protect our borders to make sure that Chile Sarawak is the first to stop tourists from China. But we have to protect both our land borders as well. So that's why we set up a committee, and it was headed by Tan Sri. It helps a lot because then we can monitor all the progress. So with these three committees, as we move on through the movement control order, and then on other stages of handling the pandemic, Sarawak seems to be faring very well. Of course, we have the guardian from Kuala Lumpur, but we succeeded, as we can see today. Secondly, Yang Amat Berhormat Premier compassion also can be demonstrated by the financial support that he gives to SDMC, to Food Committee, as well to the Border Security Committee. I think if you're from West Malaysia, you can imagine that SDMC is looking after the whole of West Malaysia with all very complex, very complicated transportation system and so on. So we need a lot of financial support. And Yang Amat Berhormat has approved us 300 million for the operation cost of SDMC. A lot of money. Tapi still he smiled because to him, it is the welfare of Sarawakian is the top priority. It doesn't end there. He come up with Bantuan Khas Sarawak Kusayang. The last was announced recently, the 9th. And State of Sarawak has to spend 7 billion for the whole, right? Huh? For the whole Bantuan Khas Kusayang. And he got standby ready, 240 million in case we have to buy the vaccine. And that is the compassion of Yang Amat Berhormat Premier kita. Thank you, sir. To him, vaccination is the answer to where to protect Sarawak life. So he do all he can, and that time he went and visit the Yang Amat Berhormat Tan Sri Muhyiddin, who was Prime Minister then, telling him the state needs. So he was indicating to then the Prime Minister, either we buy the vaccine ourselves, and the Tan Sri Muhyiddin said, no, you don't have to buy the vaccine. We are supplying the vaccine. Then the Premier says, please make sure it is supplied timely and sufficiently for the need of Sarawak. We need the vaccine very, very urgent. And that is exactly what we get. That's why we are, I think, topping the rest of the country in terms of the vaccination operation. Though we are faced with all sorts of challenges, tapi we make it. With high vaccination rate, low new cases, we have experienced near normal life in Sarawak now. That's why we have. So thank you, sir, for all your contribution. The second issue that helps Sarawak to ride through is we have a well-established Sarawak Disaster Management Committee. This committee has been set up in Sarawak for a long time, and its role was to manage crisis, banjir, kebakaran, dan juga haze. And this committee was set up, they have a setup at divisional level, chaired by the residents with all the government servants. At district level, chaired by the district officer. So the structure is very complete, and they are all very, very experienced officers. That's why when we manage the COVID, we really can communicate easily throughout the state. And when we distribute food, the structure also being used. And when we implement the vaccination program, it become a very, very efficient. It's not easy to reach the Penan in all the interior Baram, but the machinery is already there, and that really helps, and that is our really help all of us. This SDMC was supported by Jabatan Kesihatan Negeri Sarawak, especially the Sarawak General Hospital Infectious Diseases Center. We also attended meeting with MKN to get the feedback from the other side. The second group that support us are Sarawak COVID-19 Vaccination Group, led by Dr. Andrew Q. The third is Institute of Health and Community Medicine in UNIMAS, led by Professor Dr. David Pereira. And we also get support from the Malaysian Medical Council. So with all these professionals, SDMC successfully mobilized the private and the public sector to do their part. Thirdly, why we are very successful? Because we have committed frontliners. You are our hero and heroine. We have very dedicated and proactive frontliners. At all times, they display both professionalism and courage. It is their willingness to make immense sacrifice and dedicated their time and effort that is exceptional. All frontliners continue to serve with excellence by risking their own personal safety. Later on, we show you in the our screen how they are serving all over Sarawak. There are many personal stories from frontliners missing their families, sleeping in the hospitals, going into the very interior. That show their commitment, dedication, and resilience in the midst of fear and uncertainty. It is because of your contribution, frontliners, ladies and gentlemen, that now we are moving into normalcy, and soon we can carry out our life as before. Thank you again to all of you. Tonight we will be giving a certificate of appreciation to the frontliners. Yang amat berhormat, ladies and gentlemen, sadly, according to our record, 29 of our frontliners perished in the line of duty. SDMC would like to offer our deepest condolences to their families. The other most important factor is the community. Orang Sarawak memang memberi sokong yang penuh. Walaupun mereka berhadapan dengan berbagai cabaran, walaupun mereka merasakan it's not fair to keep them in a house during the MCO, but they continue to give full support, full cooperation, full understanding, and that makes life very easy for the government. Sarawakian, so SDMC would like to express our heartfelt gratitude to all Sarawakian who have stayed patient during those challenging times. Alone we can do so little, but together we can accomplish so much as we have witnessed in the past. Of course, the policy of digital economy by Yang Muhammad was really very handy at that time. Without the usage of latest technology, I cannot imagine how life was during the MCO, during the COVID time. Mau keluar beri barang pun tak dapat, mau masak barang pun tak ada dimasak, and a lot of other issues. And SDMC have to make sure siapa yang masuk ke Sarawak have to be screened, have to be managed, and we have to put those in the hotel to quarantine. So all these challenges. But the use of contemporary internet technology has enhanced and strengthened Sarawak's ability to fight the epidemic. It has allowed it to come up with many beneficial IoT applications. We have e-health was implemented earlier in February that helps us, and then we have apps to monitor and track registers of arrival at all entry points, the more familiar MySejahtera apps. So technology really helps us to manage the crisis. Yang Berhormat tuan-tuan dan puan-puan, malam ini juga saya ingin merakamkan penghargaan kepada kerajaan Persekutuan dan Kementerian Kesihatan Malaysia atas sokongan bantuan termasuk membekal vaksin dan antiviral medicine. I know at times Sarawak act differently, and I'm very happy that KKM, more so Tan Sri Hisham, recognize that we have to be different at certain circumstances. Thank you, Tan Sri, for your support. We must not forget generous Sarawakian who have donated. So tonight we'd like to thank those donors. We also give a certificate of appreciation to some of them. Thank you to the organizing committee tonight telah bertungkus lumus dalam memastikan majlis ini berjalan dengan lancar dan akan juga ada lucky draw. The first prize is, what is Nicholas? Motorbike, is it? Yeah. So siapa nasib baik, tahniah to you all. Finally, once again, saya ingin merakamkan terima kasih kepada Yang Berhormat Premier di atas kesudian untuk hadir pada malam ini, dan terima kasih ke semua dev-dev kenamaan dan para frontliner. Please enjoy tonight. Jaga Sarawak, into Sarawak. Thank you very much.
Terima kasih Yang Berhormat Dato' Ahmad Aglos Sukahambas atas ucapan alu-aluan sebentar tadi.
And ladies and gentlemen, as we continue on with our dinner, have you all gotten your prizes for the first 50 lucky draw prizes? If you have not gotten any prizes, it's okay, because now is the second round of another 50 lucky draw prizes. Okay? As mentioned earlier, the lucky draw, the lucky numbers which have been selected will be displayed on the screen in front of you. Once you see your numbers on the screen, please proceed to collect your prizes outside the hall. You know the drill, and I wish you the best of luck.
Div-div kenamaan dan hadirin yang dihormati sekalian, majlis diteruskan lagi dengan persembahan daripada seorang penyanyi terkenal di Malaysia, komposer dan penulis lirik lagu, dan telah memenangi beberapa anugerah. Siapakah itu? Terkenal dengan lagu Aku Cinta, terimalah Syamel.
Assalamualaikum, salam sejahtera semua. Jangan kau tanya siapa semalam, takut bibi bibirku kan menyakitkan. Abaikan saja ku kan di sini melayanimu setiap hari. Tapi tak kusangka satu hari terjumpa pesanan ringkasnya, baby you di mana? Kalau kau terbingat, tapi tak mengapa kau dan aku kita sama. Aku tahu siapa mau bermadu cinta, tak ku paksa engkau setia, aku kan terima. Kau kata cintamu tulus dan setia, kau kata ku dusta, tapi engkau pun sama. Wow, tapi engkau pun sama. Wow, oh, 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 kau pun sama. One, two, three. Aku tahu siapa mau bermadu cinta, tak ku paksa engkau setia, aku kan terima. Kau kata cintamu tulus dan setia, kau kata ku dusta, tapi engkau pun sama. Wow, tapi engkau pun sama. Wow, oh, oh, oh. Kau kata cintamu tulus dan setia, kau kata ku dusta, tapi engkau pun sama. Wow, tapi engkau pun sama. Wow, oh, 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 oh. Terima kasih, terima kasih. Terima kasih kerana menerima kehadiran saya pada hari ini. Saya amat berbesar hati berhadapan dengan semua orang-orang yang hebat di sini. Untuk lagu saya yang seterusnya, lagu yang selalu saya nyanyikan dan special untuk saya sendiri. Terimalah lagu yang berjudul Seniman Menangis. Kita boleh turun ke? Boleh. Malam ini akulah seniman. Setelah kita putuskan tunangan, tiada kawan yang dapat menekan aku berduka. Ku berikan majlis bergembira, ku tertawa, minum dan berdansa. Hingga kini ku yang sedang berduka tak percaya. Aku tersenyum, aku tersenyum dan tertawa. Ku berdansa, aku berdansa bagai nak gila. akan tabir menyaksikan. Oh, kau akan melihat seniman ini menangis. Kau akan melihat seniman ini menangis. Terima kasih. Lagu yang seterusnya, lagu yang terakhir saya pada hari ini, khas saya tujukan untuk semua frontliners yang berada di sini. Secara ikhlasnya terima kasih kerana menjaga saya dan juga rakyat Malaysia. Terima kasih, berikan tepukan pada diri anda. Saya amat terharu sebenarnya berada di sini bersama anda semua. Dapat mengucapkan jutaan terima kasih kepada anda semua. Dan lagu ini khas untuk anda semua. Terimalah, kaulah segalanya. Kita boleh turun mungkin ya. Benar hanya Tuhan yang tahu segalanya. Apa yang ku inginkan di saat-saat ini, kau takkan percaya. Kau selalu di hati. Haruskah ku menangis untuk menyatakan yang sesungguhnya? Sama-sama boleh. Kaulah segalanya untukku. Saya kurang dengar lagi. Kaulah curahan hati ini. Tak mungkin ku melupakanmu. Tiada lagi yang ku harap, hanya kau seorang. I love you guys so much. Kau takkan percaya. Kau selalu di hati. Haruskah ku menangis untuk menyatakan yang sesungguhnya? Kaulah segalanya untukku. Kaulah segalanya ini. Tak mungkin ku melupakanmu. Tiada lagi yang ku harap, hanya kau seorang. Kaulah segalanya untukku. Kaulah curahan hati ini. Tak mungkin ku melupakanmu. Tiada lagi yang ku harap, hanya kau seorang. Kita ulang lagi. Kaulah segalanya untukku. Kaulah curahan hati ini. Tak mungkin ku melupakanmu. Tiada lagi yang ku harap, hanya kau seorang. orang. Terima kasih. Kaulah segalanya untukku, oh, kaulah curahan hati ini. Tak mungkin ku melupakanmu, tiada lagi yang ku harap, hanya kau seorang. Sama-sama boleh. Kuat lagi, kuat lagi. Kaulah curahan hati ini. Lagi. Tak mungkin ku melupakanmu, tiada lagi yang ku harap, hanya kau seorang. One more, last one please everyone. Segalanya untukku, kaulah curahan hati ini. Tak mungkin ku melupakanmu, tiada lagi yang ku harap, hanya kau seorang. Thank you so much everyone. Thank you so much. I love you guys so much. Sehingga kita berjumpa lagi. Tiada lagi yang ku harap, hanya kau seorang. Tak mungkin ku melupakanmu, tiada lagi yang ku harap, hanya kau seorang. Terima kasih.
Sekali lagi tepukan yang gemuruh kepada Syamel.
Next, ladies and gentlemen, we will have a special appreciation for the Frontliners video presentation by the Sarawak Public Communication Unit. Do sit back, relax and enjoy.
The advent of the coronavirus 2019, or COVID-19, has brought the world to a standstill. No one saw it coming. Everyone was at risk, and death tolls rings from every levels of society.
WHO has been assessing this outbreak around the clock, and we're deeply concerned both by the alarming levels of spread and severity and by the alarming levels of inaction. We have therefore made the assessment that COVID-19 can be characterized as a pandemic.
Malaysia was not spared from this pandemic when the first 3 positive cases being confirmed from the entry of the 3 Chinese nationals who entered Malaysia through Johor, who then seek medical assistance in the state on the 25th of January 2020. With this alarming news, Sarawak Disaster Management Committee, SDMC, immediately initiated their first meeting by the able chairmanship of then Deputy Chief Minister, now Deputy Premier, Dato' Ahmad Douglas Uga Embas, on the 27th of January 2020, despite being the third day of Chinese New Year celebrations, to get the overview of Wuhan coronavirus and deliberate further the action plans to be implemented for the health, security and safety of Sarawakians. Daily meetings were then held to gauge new inputs and updates for the public, coupled with seeking and engaging expert opinions and advices from all relevant government and private agencies, namely the Director of Sarawak Health Department, UNIMAS and military hospitals. From these daily meetings, SDMC are more than prepared with vital information on the hospitals and health facilities' capacities to accommodate the admissions of COVID-19 patients statewide, mass and variance tastings, which can run up to 10,000 tests daily, as well as quarantine facilities. This reflects the seriousness of the situation and the readiness of the SDMC in combating the pandemic. Despite all these unsurmountable pressures from uncertainties related to this pandemic, our SDMC chairman, Dato' Ahmad Douglas Uga, still maintains his composure and coolness. Thank you to our able leader. On 29th January 2020, the SDMC initiated and tasked the Sarawak Immigration Department to lead the Entrance Controlling Committee ECC in ensuring inbound passengers arriving in Sarawak to fill up the physical health declaration form, which was a requirement by SDMC. As such, contact tracing for the state has actually begun since January 2020 due to the proactiveness of the state through SDMC. In total, 3 million copies of the health declaration form were printed and distributed for the usage of the masses. Police Department was tasked to take charge of enforcement and public safety, as well as monitoring fake news with Malaysia Communication and Multimedia Commission MCMC. March 11, 2020, the World Health Organization WHO declared this outbreak a global pandemic. It may be the deadliest viral outbreak the world has seen in the 21st century. Sarawak was not spared when the first 2 people were infected after attending a religious gathering in Kuala Lumpur and came home in March 2020. SDMC assured the public that the Sarawak Health Department is prepared to face any eventuality arising from COVID-19 in its designated hospitals, namely Sarawak General Hospital, Sibu Hospital, Bintulu Hospital, Miri Hospital and UNIMAS. In line with the Prevention and Control of Infectious Diseases Act 1988, Act 342, the federal government declared the Movement Control Order.
Untuk menghadkan pergerakan orang awam selaras dengan perintah kawalan pergerakan Movement Control Order yang telah diumumkan oleh Yang Amat Berhormat Perdana Menteri Malaysia.
SDMC established a team comprising of various agencies to reduce the spread of the coronavirus. One of the most significant action plans mooted by SDMC was a digitalized e-health declaration form which Sarawak Multimedia Authority SMA was directed to do to efficiently ease the convenience of inbound passengers to Sarawak. This was needed as a result of the huge volume of printed 3 million physical form previously. Later, SMA was instructed by SDMC to develop Enter Sarawak, an online system a few months after the announcement of the MCO. Enter Sarawak serves as the first point of contact for the public to get permission to enter or exit the state. The agency has, since the outbreak of the pandemic, implemented several other digital initiatives such as the Sarawak's official disaster information application, iAlert, digital tracking bracelet, and several contact tracing apps such as COVID Trace and Community. Police roadblocks were also implemented throughout the state to control the public's movement. During the pandemic, frontliners have worked in extremely challenging environments for extended periods of time to help, protect, and save the public. Sincere thanks must also be recorded to our then State Secretary Yang Berbahagia Dato' Ahmad Jaul Samayon and our present State Secretary Yang Berhormat Dato' Sri Muhammad Abu Bakar bin Mazuki, who have been always on the ground and being instrumental in leading the civil servants during the pandemic. They were proactive and played a vital role in guiding our civil servants in curbing COVID-19 in many perspectives. Another caring initiatives by the Sarawak government to enhance the welfare of Sarawakians is when they decided that the state will pay for payments related to hotel quarantine for Sarawakians returning to the state. Only foreigners quarantined in hotels in Sarawak will be charged. A total of 138 hotels in Sarawak were used as quarantine center. Other initiatives taken by the state government are the opening of 76 quarantine and low-risk treatment center (PKRC) all over Sarawak, 74 COVID assessment centers (CAC), and the formation of the unique Sarawak COVID-19 One-Stop Center (COSC). COSC is a command center to coordinate the practical aspects and daily hands-on management of the COVID-19 situation. In reciprocating gestures, when neighbouring Indonesian province of West Kalimantan requested help from Sarawak due to shortages of oxygen faced amid the heightening COVID-19 pandemic there, our Sarawak government supplied 11 containers of liquid oxygen, LOX, as a government-to-government initiative. As a visionary, caring and wise leader of Sarawakians, our Yang Amat Berhormat Dato' Patinggi Tan Sri Dr. Abang Haji Abdul Rahman Zohari bin Tun Dato' Abang Haji Openg, Premier of Sarawak, initiated and implemented a total of 9 special assistance packages called Package Bantuan Khas Sarawakku Sayang to cushion the impact of COVID-19 and protect the welfare and well-being of Sarawakians, targeted at frontliners, households, and business communities. In order to ensure the welfare of the people in terms of getting essential items, the Sarawak government implemented the Food Basket program to households throughout Sarawak which were affected by Movement Control Order. The move was one of the measures under the 6th Special Assistance Package BKSS 6.0. Thank you very much from the bottom of our hearts, Yang Amat Berhormat Premier Sarawak. The first batch of COVID-19 vaccine was received on 24th of February 2021. Various vaccination programs were implemented and Sarawak is the #1 state in Malaysia to achieve the highest number of vaccinated population. This is possible due to the cooperation from everybody, the public and the frontliners, as well as opening of vaccination centers at public hospitals, health clinics, private hospitals, shopping malls, factories, and mobile outreach teams. Starting 1st April 2022, Malaysia, following the MKN Directive Number 21, transited towards COVID-19 endemicity, which is an exit strategy to enable the people to resume normal life after 2 years battling the pandemic. SDMC planned thoroughly on the logistics and strategies to reopen the borders and to ease the standard operating procedures. The reopening of Malaysia's international borders is important to boost the nation's economic recovery since Sarawak has lost billions, especially from its tourism and hospitality industry. To ensure Sarawak recovers from the pandemic, With a stronger and resilient economy, Sarawak government has committed 63 billion ringgit to implement strategies under Post-COVID Development Strategy PCDS 2030 that will double the size of its economy and get Sarawak back on track to becoming a developed and advanced state by 2030. Sarawak government devised a comprehensive plan to make Sarawak a thriving society driven by data and innovation where the people can enjoy economic prosperity, social inclusivity and sustainable environment. It is important for the public to remain vigilant because the virus is still around us. The past 2 years have been difficult, and indeed, huge thanks and deepest appreciation to our frontliners who are tirelessly combating the pandemic and curbing the spread of the COVID-19. While most of us retreated to our homes amid the imposed community quarantine, frontliners are putting their lives at stake daily to offer their services. To our survivors, we thank you from the bottom of our hearts. You are anak Sarawak, our saviors, our heroes. Jaga Sarawak, Indu Sarawak. Whether they are healthcare providers, policemen, army, security guards, food delivery personnel, cleaners, they are the nation's unsung heroes, deserve to be celebrated for their selfless and tireless work. Kita bersatu, kita pasti menang. Thank you once again to all frontliners.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, a huge thank you to all our frontliners. Now, ladies and gentlemen, it is absolutely unforgivable that at a dinner of such high regard by our Sarawak government, that we do not hear a few words from our esteemed leader. So may I now invite the Honourable Dato' Amar Douglas Ugah Embas, Deputy Premier Sarawak and Chairman of Sarawak Disaster Management Committee, to invite up on stage our guest of honour, the Right Honourable Dato' Petinggi Tan Sri Dr. Abang Haji Abdul Rahman Zohari bin Tun Dato' Abang Haji Openg, Premier of Sarawak, to deliver his speech. The Right Honourable Premier of Sarawak, please.
Terima kasih saudara dan saudari pengacara majlis. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Selamat malam, salam sejahtera dan salam Sarawakku sayang. Yang berhormat saudara Timbalan Premier Dato' Amar Douglas Ugah Embas, yang juga pengurusi Jawatankuasa Pengurusan Bencana Sarawak, serta yang berbahagia Datuk Doreen Mayang, serta yang berhormat Datuk Seri Profesor Dato' Sim, bersama dengan yang berbahagia Datin Seri N. Ong, yang berhormat rakan-rakan menteri, yang berhormat Setiausaha Kerajaan Negeri serta Datin Seri, yang berhormat Timbalan Menteri Persekutuan, lebih-lebih lagi Timbalan Menteri Kesihatan Malaysia, Datuk Arun, dan juga Timbalan Menteri Sarawak. Yang berbahagia Tan Sri Datuk Seri Dr. Haji Nur Hisham Abdullah, Ketua Pengarah, selamat datang ke Sarawak. Thank you very much for coming over to Sarawak. Ketua Jabatan, tuan-tuan dan puan-puan Barisan Hadapan kita yang saya hormati sekalian. Pertama kali saya mengucap syukur kepada Allah Subhanahu Wa Taala kerana pada malam ini kita dapat bersama-sama di Majlis Apresiasi khas untuk tuan-tuan dan puan yang telah berkorban dalam kita menghadapi pandemik COVID-19. Saya dengan rakan-rakan ingin hendak mengucapkan jutaan terima kasih kepada tuan-tuan semua yang telah kerja tanpa dengan voluntary sacrifice ketika kita menghadapi COVID-19. Of course, first and foremost, I would like to express my utmost gratitude to Allah Subhanahu wa Taala for allowing us to gather here tonight at the appreciation night for COVID-19 frontliners. I would like to offer my special thanks to the Sarawak Disaster Management Committee in organizing tonight's event as a token of appreciation by the Sarawak government for the frontliners who have, I said, worked very hard and tirelessly throughout the COVID-19 pandemic. The war against COVID-19 is not over yet, though we have managed to win a few battles, such as vaccinations, movement control order, and the rest. This is made possible due to the various strategies and measures implemented during the movement control order, mass vaccination, dedicated frontliners, and a very responsive and cooperative Sarawakian put in place to control the spread of COVID-19 virus. Ladies and gentlemen, Sarawak is very lucky. We have a SDMC that function very outstandingly and effectively. I would like to express my deepest gratitude and thanks to the chairman, Yang Berhormat Datuk Ahmad Gras Ugah, for his excellent leadership and his outstanding human handling skill, who is very firm, composed, and make excellent decisions to pull us through this pandemic. Thank you, Datuk Ahmad. Even though he was in hospital for a few days, he kept in touch with me. At the same time, keeping in touch with SDMC, what's going on. Dia sendiri dalam hospital tapi masih kerja. That is excellent leadership. I would also like to thank medical infectious disease control expert, another SDMC member who had given full support to the chairman, as well as guidance from Putrajaya in the form of Ketua Pengarah yang selalu berhubung dengan kita. For our dedicated frontliners, I, on behalf of my colleagues in the government, want to express my most sincere appreciation and thanks to you all for the job well done. Terima kasih banyak-banyak. Your dedication and sacrifice will not be forgotten, and this dinner is a small token of appreciation from the Sarawak government. We had it in Cebu. We had also one in Miri. The dinner tonight is the additional gesture with the Sarawak government, in addition to various cash incentives and the reduction of utility bills provided earlier. Thank you, frontliners. Ladies and gentlemen, I would also like to express my deepest gratitude to our donors. Your gesture has clearly proved the spirit of humanity in helping the less fortunate. The donation of funds, equipment, and facilities had lessened the burden of public institutions, and we really appreciate very much. SDMC has received approximately 28 million ringgit and millions worth of personal protective equipment, medical equipment, and other materials from a total of 127 parties, which comprise of foreign government, local government, government-linked company, corporate entities, NGO, and individuals. To all of you, thank you very much. Being a responsible and caring the government, the Sarawak government, as mentioned by Dr. Ahmad Douglas, has allocated a total of 300 million ringgit for SDMC operation, which include the building of lab and equipment for COVID-19. This has enabled SDMC to set up and pay for quarantine centers, vaccine purchases, medical equipment, and also a few hospital medical labs and others for the smooth implementation of policy on the ground. That is SDMC. On hotel, we spend 260 million for quarantine. In other words, 300 plus 260 altogether is 560 million for the period of COVID-19. Luckily, ada duit sikit. Well, we don't mind for the welfare of the people. On top of that, you know, BKS 128, we spend 6.7 billion ringgit for 2 years. Ladies and gentlemen, admittedly, the painful impact of movement controls throughout the country has also affected the people of Sarawak in terms of earning and household income. Regarding this, the GPS government has stepped up forward by implementing the various initiatives under BKS 128. Ladies and gentlemen, pandemic COVID-19 not only had disrupted the daily routine, it also impacted the growth of our state. However, we have put in place post-COVID-19 development strategy 2030, which outlined the policy and initiative to regenerate our economic growth towards achieving a developed state by 2030. I would explore various avenues, including carbon economy, renewable energies such as hydrogen, frequency spectrum, and other new economical frontier which has to be explored to increase our revenue. The PCDS 2030 plan will encourage society to thrive based on the use of data and innovation. This initiative will create a sustainable economy, social inclusion, and a conducive environment. From an economic development point of view, the Sarawak government aims to double the economic capacity from 136 billion ringgit to 282 billion ringgit by 2030, with an increase of GDP growth between 6 to 8%. Sarawak uses creative financial modeling through revenue re-engineering to increase revenue to ensure a fiscal financial position. For the COVID-19 initiative, I believe in the future the use of data to improve or innovate new methods in curbing the spread of the COVID-19 pandemic. Therefore, I'm very confident that we can realize Sarawak aspiration by 2030 because we have good governance and fund management to continue economic growth. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like also to share with you that we are going to set up our own research center for tropical infectious disease, which is now under construction. We have given a budget of 200 million for us to set up this research center. And I'm sure with the cooperation of other research centers throughout the world, we hope that one day maybe we can produce our own vaccine to face new diseases, pandemic diseases in the tropics. Actually, I just came back from Korea. I had a discussion with Samsung Biologics, and they are working with United States FDA, where they manufacture drugs for whatever diseases humankind are facing. With this, I'm sure we can play our part to make sure that the health care of Sarawak will be protected. Ladies and gentlemen, before I end my speech, I would like to remind everyone that our war is not over yet. We continue to pray to God with all our heart and soul so that we can all be spared from this enemy that we cannot see with our bare eyes. Although it is an endemic phase of this disease, I would like to urge all of us to take precaution to look after ourselves, to look after your family, and to look after your friends. Let us continue to maintain good public health preventive measures. Let us all continue to work closely together in the fight to protect our loved one. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for your sacrifice. Jaga Sarawak, into Sarawak, jaga Kendiri. Sekian, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi taala wabarakatuh.
Majlis merakamkan ribuan terima kasih dan dimohon yang amat berhormat Premier Sarawak untuk terus berada di atas pentas untuk acara yang seterusnya. Sebelum itu, Majlis ingin mempersilakan Yang Berhormat Dato' Ahmad Douglas Gambas, Timbalan Premier Sarawak merangkap pengerusi Jawatankuasa Pengurusan Bencana Negeri Sarawak untuk menjemput dan mempersilakan semua tetamu kehormat di meja utama untuk bersama-sama Yang Amat Berhormat Premier Sarawak untuk menyampaikan sijil penghargaan.
Here is the list of recipients of our Certificate of Appreciation for Frontliners, starting with our first recipient from Sarawak Badan Amal Tenaga Isteri-Isteri Sabati. Malaysian National Security Council. Royal Malaysia Police Sarawak. Malaysian Armed Forces Sarawak, General Operations Force Sarawak, Fire and Rescue Department of Malaysia Sarawak, Malaysia Civil Defence Force Sarawak, Sarawak State Health Department, Social Welfare Department of Sarawak, Department of Education Sarawak, Ministry of Science, Technology and Innovation Malaysia CITF MOSTI, Malaysia Volunteers Corps Department Sarawak, Immigration Department of Malaysia Sarawak, Royal Malaysian Customs Department Sarawak, Sarawak Security and Enforcement Unit Department of Premier Sarawak, Administration Unit Department of Premier Sarawak, Sarawak Public Communication Unit Department of Premier Sarawak, From the ministries, we have the Ministry of Infrastructure and Port Development Sarawak. Ministry of International Trade, Industry and Investment Sarawak. Ministry of Public Health, Housing and Local Government Sarawak. Ministry of Food Industry, Commodity and Regional Development Sarawak. Ministry of Transport Sarawak. Ministry of Utility and Telecommunications Sarawak. Ministry of Tourism, Creative Industry and Performing Arts Sarawak. Ministry of Youth, Sports and Entrepreneur Development Sarawak. Ministry of Women, Early Childhood and Community Wellbeing Development Sarawak. Ministry of Education, Innovation and Talent Development Sarawak.
Seterusnya, Kuching Resident Office. Sri Aman Resident Office. Sibu Resident Office. Miri Resident Office. Limbang Resident Office. Limbang Resident Office, Sarike Resident Office, Kapit Resident Office, Samarahan Resident Office, Bintulu Resident Office, Mukah Resident Office, Betong Resident Office, Serian Resident Office, Alright, next, Kuching North City Hall, Kuching South City Council, Kota Samarahan Municipal Council, Padawan Municipal Council, Serian District Council, And next, Sri Aman District Council.
From our major sponsors, we have firstly the Consulate General of the People's Republic of China, Kuching. Following that, Yayasan Sarawak. Kenfield Sendirian Berhad. Sarawak Energy Berhad. And last but not Cahaya Mata Sarawak Berhad. And last but not least, Yayasan OBYU. And that's it, ladies and gentlemen. Let's give a big round of applause to everyone. We have one more to go, and that is Yayasan OBYU. Thank you very much to our guests of honor, the Right Honorable Dato' Patinggi Tan Sri Dr. Abang Haji Abdul Rahman Zohari Bintun Dato' Abang Haji Openg Premier Sarawak, and also to our frontliners and sponsors. We really appreciate your services and contribution. Next, ladies and gentlemen, sorry.
Yes, Alvin, kami ingin memohon untuk bersama-sama yang amat berhormat Premier Sarawak dan juga div-div kenamaan yang lain untuk berada di atas pentas ini. Dan untuk cabutan bertuah 3 terakhir.
Yes.
Semangat sikit.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, we all recognize how visionary, caring and wise the Right Honourable Premier of Sarawak is. But tonight, we want to see whether how lucky is he bringing the luck to all of us this evening. Now, we have heard from Priscilla. We know that there are 3 lucky numbers that our Right Honourable Premier of Sarawak will be selecting or will be pressing the tab, yeah?
Yes, untuk cabutan bertuah 3 terakhir pada malam ini, kami ingin memohon yang amat berhormat Premier Sarawak untuk menekan tab yang telah disediakan.
But before we
sesuai
press,
yang amat berhormat, sekejap dulu. Okey, kita lihat siapakah nombor yang akan bertuah pada malam ini. Are you guys ready? Saya cukup semangat. Saya ada yang amat berhormat mau nekan kelak. Adakah anda sudah bersedia? Okey, dengan kiraan 3.
Sebelum tu, belum lagi. Jangan press number dulu. Hadiah apa akan dimenangi ya? Si tahu kita lah. So we bring out the first prize. What is this prize that you're going to win this evening?
Okey, kita nangga dulu.
Siapa mau menang kereta? Belum lagi.
Galaxy A23 Samsung. Okey, dengan kiraan 3, 2, 1. Kita lihat di screen.
And let's see what is the winning number for our phone.
0889.
Itu dia. Siapa pemenangnya? 0889. Do we have a winner? Yeah, there he is coming up. Let's give him a big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. 0889. Let our Right Honourable check your number and see whether is it correct.
Okey, kita cek dulu nombornya. Okey, betul. 0889.
Let's have our second prize.
Seterusnya.
It is a Huawei MatPad.
Okey. Kita minta yang berhormat Dato' Ahmad Douglas Gambas untuk menekan. Dengan kiraan 3, 2, 1. Ya, kita lihat di belakang.
And the number is 0046.
0046.
Where is the winner of the Huawei MatPad?
Oh, dah balik kah?
Hai. No winner. Munsi ada winner. MC aja nampak lah pemenangnya. Oh. Alright, there you have the winner. Let's give him a big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen.
Okey, cek dulu. Betul?
Yes.
Betul.
Congratulations to number 0046. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen, the grand prize of a Honda RSX. Siapakah pemenangnya?
Okey, bersedia semua? Dengan kiraan 3, 2, 1. Kita lihat di belakang.
Who will go home with a motorbike tonight?
0660.
Siapakah pemenangnya? 0660. The winner for 0660. No taker. Siapa pemenang?
Sudah.
Adakah? Oh, udah baliknya.
06601.
06602.
06603.
Yeah, there is no winner, so we will invite our Right Honourable Premier Sarawak to choose another number.
Next. Dengan kiraan 3, 2, 1. Kita lihat di screen di belakang.
And the number is 1094.
1094.
Any winner?
Balik juga.
Check your numbers, ladies and gentlemen. And there you have it, a winner. Give him a big, big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen, for the winning number 1094.
Berikan tepukan yang gemuruh kepada yang bertuah pada malam ini. Oke, kita tengok.
Let's give you another big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much, Right Honourable Dato' Petinggi Tan Sri Dr. Abang Haji Abdul Rahman Zohari bin Tun Dato' Abang Haji Openg, Premier Sarawak. May I ask the Right Honourable to please remain on stage. So sorry, please remain on stage. We will give him just there. Ladies and gentlemen, we all know that the Right Honourable Premier of Sarawak is a busy man, and for him to take time out from his busy schedule to join us in this celebration indeed calls us to give our deepest gratitude and appreciation. And with that, may I invite the Honourable Dato' Ahmad Douglas Uga Hambas, Deputy Premier Sarawak and Chairman of Sarawak Disaster Management Committee, in representing all of us to present the token appreciation. Let's give them all a big, big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen.
Seterusnya, majlis sekali lagi ingin menjemput kumpulan Russell and Randall Dance Company untuk persembahan seterusnya. Ladies and gentlemen, Russell and Randall Dance Company.
Let's give them a big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen.
Good evening, passengers, and welcome aboard to flight RNR 505. We will be flying to the cities where Latin dances originated from, starting off with Spain. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the flight. This is the final boarding call for passengers Cordelia, Vanessa, and Amy booked on flight RNR 555 to America. Passengers Cordelia, Vanessa, and Amy, please board your flight immediately.